I'm Kelly Warner. A unique program that teaches emotional literacy to first and second graders in Lane County is looking for families with babies to volunteer. Roots of Empathy is offered virtually to schools due to the pandemic, and babies, who serve as tiny teachers, are a key part of the curriculum.
This is what the Roots of Empathy program looked like in elementary school classrooms around Lane County before COVID-19.
How are you today?
First and second graders would gather around the green blanket monthly to interact with a baby and their parent, like little Jackson and his mom. By observing their tiny teacher, what makes him happy and sad, and how his mom provides comfort, is a lesson in empathy.
Roots of Empathy supports emotional health and mental health and well-being by creating a safe space for children to process and talk about their emotions. We observe behaviors in babies, and then the children flip it back on themselves, and then they're able to recognize those behaviors around them.
When the pandemic hit, Roots of Empathy instructors and families could no longer meet in person with students, so the program adapted to work within the distance learning curriculum.
The participation this year is entirely virtual for families, so they'll be sharing photos and videos of their tiny teacher, and a trained Roots of Empathy instructor will then be sharing that with children in classrooms across Lane County.
Numerous studies on the Roots of Empathy program show that using the parent-child bond to teach emotional literacy increases empathy and kindness in kids and dramatically lowers aggression.
And it's a way of opening a door for those young children to express their own feelings, their own emotions, which could not be more important than it is in the midst of this pandemic.
So much of what we're doing this year feels different, but it feels so good to be able to provide something to support kids during this incredibly challenging time.
The hope is that eventually students can return to the green blanket and connect again in person with their Roots of Empathy families.
Goodbye, baby Jackson, we'll see you soon.
Until then, tiny teachers like little Jackson continue to help teach big lessons that young students will carry with them for years.
See you very soon.
Roots of Empathy is looking for families to participate in its virtual program. If you have a baby who was born between May and August of last year and you're interested in knowing more, email Sarah at sarahL@90by30.com. For more information about Roots of Empathy, head to eugenepeds.com/healthykids. I'm Kelly Warner.